Gamers, MTash here, and today we're talking about the Tower of Adversity. Now, I uploaded a video yesterday, saying, like, I don't know, what was the title? Hoyoverse? Oh my god, I'm a bot. Kuro game save Tower of Adversity. Now, I will say, you could look at this as being a little bit of a clickbait title, right? But I really don't think it's that clickbait, right? And so, this was the video that I dropped, and we got a lot of comments in here. Maybe we'll go over some of those in a couple moments, talking about how either the tower is easy, the tower is not easy, that I'm dragging it, that it's still the same bullshit, yada, yada, yada. So, Gooniversity, exactly. So what is the point of the tower? What is going on? What is my main point that I'm driving home? That I think a lot of people absolutely missed, went over their head, and I touched on it lightly in the first 2 minutes. I didn't want to harp on it, but we'll harp on it in this video. So, a lot of people, also, good morning, Nap. How you feeling, brother? A lot of people, I don't understand how this is better than the last time, right? And so then they talk about, you know, it's Spectral Havoc bonus because it's Roshi for Jinsei. They're only adjusting the tower buff for the characters that are coming. Also, was good, Nick. Give me 2 seconds. Yada, yada. Exactly. Everybody complaining like last time, but they do the same thing, different elements, and now it's glorified. I don't understand this. Bro, it's the same. Guys, this person understands it. Context. Everyone has access to Spectro and Havoc Rover. Last rotation was bad since the only real Glacio and Aero main DPSs in the game that are people building are Carlotta and Gion. Havoc and Electro nerfing last rotation was a bad move since you nursed the most accessible 5-stars, which were legitimately put on the prior banner. It was a bad move. It's not the same boat as the negative Nancy's last rotation since Standard Encore, Marina plus Anawa could still clear it, but I do understand why it feels bad to not be able to clear tower with your current roster. I'm not saying Standard Encore is completely free to play. Exactly. This guy understands. Also, Toes, the second I finish recording this, I got you, brother. But this guy understands my sentiment when I said the tower was saved. I also said in this video, within the first minute or two, that I don't like the fact that the middle tower is still having this res increase. Now, we're going to go over the usage rates in a moment and break those down, but as I've said previously, and I made a video a month ago explaining it as well, if you want to go reference that, when I went on a whole rant and everyone told me I was wrong and I'm stupid and greedy because I didn't like the tower and what they're doing, I will find you the specific video. ToA is horrible. It wasn't even a month ago. It was 2 weeks ago. So I made this video and the comment section was telling me I'm dumb and bad. I'm now saying that it's good and that they fixed it, and I'm still dumb and bad. This is what people mean by the gacha community is fickle. They're fickle, and they're filled with idiots. So let's break this down. Kiwi, I also hope you're having a great day. Can we get a shout out for Kiwi? How are you? I hope you're doing amazing. So, fundamentally, these tower buffs are buns. They're not good. I'm not a fan of these. The reason why I'm not a fan of these is because the prior middle towers, the whole purpose of these 2 towers existed so that way you could use any team composition you wanted to as long as the corresponding element wasn't on field, right? So for example, you knew, okay, I can't use Jian and Zhang Liao here, but I could technically use Cheng Li if I wanted to, Encore, right? Or I could have used we can't really use Zheng Li here, right? But you get the point, right? So I believe the whole point was that this was supposed to be not locked to elemental, while the left and right side were locked to elements, right? And I think that is fine. I think that was a good way. I got you 2 seconds, Sean. We're gonna go over that in a moment. So that was how the middle tower initially started. 2.0 comes out, and Carlotta is on banner, and they buff Carlotta's damage, and they buff Arrow. And then they nerf Havoc and Electro. Why was that fucking shitty? Because Camilla and Zhang Liao and Yinlin were literally on the banner prior to Carlotta. So they made it that you pretty much wanted to pull Carlotta or had Gion, or if you didn't have if you have Jinsei, to have a comfortable clear. Was it impossible to clear without them? No, it wasn't impossible, but the general populace who are playing endgame are going to struggle substantially. This was not the trend that was set by Kuro Games in the first place. Why do I think this is better? Because you have Spectral Rover and Havoc Rover that could technically work in both of these, and Spectral Rover is pretty fucking valid. Like, that new artifact set is pretty good. And so when I was saying they saved it, yes, this particular rotation was saved because they've changed the affinities to be more free-to-play friendly because everyone has access to both of these out the gate. Yua, what is going on? Can we get a fat shout-out for you? Oh, well, not a shout-out. Excuse me, my apologies. Yua doesn't be streaming. But damn it, brother. I hope you're having a great day today, man. Give me 3 seconds. I'm in the middle of this rant, and I got you. But I appreciate you, and I hope you're having a great day, brother. Right? Okay. So, now let's break down these usage rates. So, again, I don't think if you want to make the enemy Spectral and Havoc res decrease by 10, I think that is fine. I don't like this increasing the res, and I don't think we have enough characters in the game to sufficiently start introducing a system like this. I've said this multiple times. I will say it again. Stop misconstruing the point. But, again, you want to do this to sell the on-brand character? You got me have an object? Sheesh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? But yeah, don't misconstrue the point. Stop being stupid. Think for a moment. You know, have critical thinking skills and be able to listen to the message that is being told to you, right? Okay, so anyways, again, this tower, it's a lot easier because you have that. Okay, let's go to the usage rate. So Inferno Rider. Off the bat, you already know with Inferno Rider, stop being stupid and greedy, exactly. Off the bat, you already know that you can't use Changli because it's already Inferno Rider. The res. Also, Ethan's the best object, exactly. And you really, Gion's going to struggle here, right? Now, you still have the coordinated strike thing. So, Spectral res, the main thing you're thinking of is, okay, Jinsei. Camilla, right? Pretty fucking obvious, right? Let's go over these usage rates. Popular teams is loaded. Perfect. So, number one being a team that is not even on Element, right, is Carlotta. Carlotta, Shorekeeper, Zhezhe, which is possibly the best team in the game at the moment. Well, actually, you are getting the coordinated buff, so that still counts, I guess, right? But Carlotta just does a fuck ton of damage. Now, that's not a problem. Camilla, Jinsei, pretty normal stuff here. There's really nothing out of the ordinary. Zhang Liao, Yinlin is 100% possible as well. You have no issues with the Electro on this side, right? They are only nerfing Jian and they're nerfing Zhang Li. None of those characters are there, right? Now, granted, Havoc Rover is not here either. Spectre Rover is not here either, but that's because a lot of characters own these units. They own Jinsei, they own Camilla, they own Carlotta, who was legitimately heavily pushed. It had the highest successful first banner rate of the game's history, so clearly you're going to have Carlotta pulls here, right? But the point is that it is more accessible, right? But the team compositions are still limited. There's not enough characters in this pool yet. Now we get to the second floor. Okay, you're looking at this. Quack, I love you. Have a great day today, brother. You get to the second floor. You obviously know you cannot use Zhang Liao, even though it's not debuffed here. You can't use Zhang Liao because, well, you know, there's two of them here, right? There's two Electro units, and you know you can't use Gion on top of the fact you have the Gion thing right there. Okay, again, Camilla, Jinsei, Spectral Rover. Like, nothing is crazy here. Like, but I don't know. What, here, let's actually see. What are the usage rates here? What's the number one team? Carlotta. Wow, that makes sense. Now, granted, actually, I think Carlotta on this is a little... I don't really like using Carlotta for this side. I'd rather Jinsei, but it is what it is. It's doable, right? Carlotta, Camilla, Jinsei. Wow. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay, cool. There's nothing crazy here. Do you guys get the point? The fact is that obviously those characters are going to be used. Those are the best in slot characters. But it's like this ToA is more accessible and less predatory, right? I want to point out that list doesn't show copies. It doesn't show copies / weapons. True, it doesn't show copies or weapons. It's just a small sample size, right? It's not the general populace, but it's pretty decent to go off of. It's the data we have in game to see what we're looking at. But people are clearing this solo with Spectral Rover, you know, or this floor solo with Spectral Rover, like it's legitimately happening. This is a real thing that is occurring, right? Also, Changli nerf. No, my Changli will always be meta. Yeah, S6 Changli kill anything. S6 Changli kill anything on God, for sure. But it's like, guys, like, yes, I don't like this system, but this system is more free to play, and it is better this rotation. It's not that deep. It makes perfect sense. Can you forward through this with your Gion? Of course. Can you forward through this with Changli if you wanted to? Of course. But that is not the point. The point we're trying to make here is I don't think this should go... I don't think this should be here at all. I don't think this increased res should be here at all. There's not enough characters for this. There's only one fire DPS. I guess maybe two. Fucking Encore and Changli. Although Changli isn't even really a DPS. Arrow res. There's fucking one main arrow res, like DPS. You know what I'm saying? There's only one Spectral character that's a main DPS. There's two have it. Like, guys, fucking come on. Stop. You know? No, please go hard on Kuro money so they don't do the more. It was good at Chib. I feel it was good also. Fuck going on here? So yeah, man, I feel like it's pretty simple. You know, when people are like, oh, you know, Ethan, you're exaggerating, yada yada yada. This specific tower is 1000% free to play friendly. What it just is. It just straight up is. Fucking build your rover, you know? My opinion, ToA is very free to play friendly. We have people soloing with Donjon, Chixie, Spectre over. This ToA is more casual friendly. This ToA is absolutely more casual friendly. 1000% more casual friendly because of the fact that it has the Spectro stuff there. Exactly here. Rover, Spectro, Solo. Exactly. Now, I will say this. Just because someone is doing this doesn't mean the general population will do this. You know, like if I do it, it doesn't mean, oh my God, like, yes, it's doable. This is possible, but this isn't the general population. I get that. But guys, I mean, for fuck's sakes, guys, a 4-star's clearer than this shit solo, right? Like, this is a lot better than them nerfing half the roster, or you are getting a DPS, 2 DPS technically, for free that could clear this. All you got to do is invest in them. So that's what I mean by they saved it. Will next rotation be worse? Yes, next rotation will be Spectro Res and Fusion Res buffed, and then they'll probably nerf Electro and some other bullshit, Glacio, whatever the fuck you want to do. And then people will say, well, I can't use Carlotta. People will say, well, actually, I did use Carlotta. It's back and forth. The point is, this fucking design, it's pretty shitty. Is it possible to overdo it? 1000%, but most people are going to struggle doing that. I just think the design sucks. It's not the original vision of the middle tower, and it's here to sell units. But this one is objectively, it's more free to play friendly. And it's more casual friendly. You have Spectre Rover. You have Havoc Rover. You have the artifacts. Fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Am I big bugging chat before we end this video? Am I off base? What you smoking, true and real? No, bro, you did good work, but second half buff is trash. Yeah, I mean it is trash. I don't disagree with you. I think it is trash. 100%, but the limiting factor isn't money spent, it's time invested. It's both. It's absolutely both. I think it is both for sure. You know, like the last one, it's like, what if you don't have Carlotta or Gion? You're gonna struggle. You know, I just think it's stupid. I understand they're trying to make more money, but this whole system, if this was like a year or two down the road and we had more units, I would understand. I'd be like, okay, I get it. It makes sense. We don't have that. There's not the massive diversity in characters you can pull right now. There isn't. The game is still developing. It's just too early for this. It's just too early for this. So that's the clarification. I wanted to make that very clear for the people that that didn't understand that, right? I think it's a small nitpick on endgame that needs more expanding, in my opinion, or other endgame moments. Yeah, exactly. I think it definitely needs more endgame, but no, I don't think this is a small nitpick. I think it's a problem. I think it is a problem. This one's better than the last one, but the actual idea behind this is a problem as well. I'd also say it'd never be good for the player to limit who we could play. It's always predatory practice, not speaking against that, without a doubt. Exactly. We can't get mad at Imaginarium Theater and Genshin Impact and be happy about this, but you can be happy about the fact that at least you have 2 free-to-play DPSs for free that you could use for this, but it still sucks. Yeah, and I said that in my video. It was a guide on what teams to use. So with that being said, YouTube, I love you. I'll see you in the next one.